Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for this evening. It's Mr. Darryl Johnson.
Hello, welcome along to Does Football Stand. Just having a look at the information about tonight's game, and it could be interesting. It's Plymouth versus Mansfield Town in the EFL League One tonight, and it is an important game for both of these teams. At the moment, both of these teams are tied on 36 points. At the moment, 6 points behind Huddersfield, who are in the playoffs. So 6 points behind the top six, but also with games in hand on teams around them and above. So this could be an interesting one, actually. Could be a big game for both of these teams. Just having a look at the head-to-head stats, actually. And, well, to be fair, Plymouth lately have done pretty well, haven't they? Their home form's not been amazing, but they are starting to pick it up a little bit. They've managed to get themselves, 6 games without a defeat, actually. Drew at home to Wickham, drew away to Stevenage, and then won 4 on the bounce. 3-0 to Burton, 4-3 in the EFL Trophy. Also 1-0 at Peterborough and 1-0 at home to Luton. As for Huddersfield, well, they won 3-2 at Barnsley, 1-0 at 1-0 at Bolton, beat Bradford 3-0, beat Sheffield United in the Cup by 4-3, then beat Port Vale 3-0, and most recently drew 1-1 away to Stevenage. It's a team with not a brilliant home form, but the home form is starting to pick up a little bit. 3 games without defeat at home for Plymouth Argyle at the moment. And 2 games without defeat at home in 2026. Burton and Luton, the first 2 teams to go to Home Park in 2026, and they both lost. As for Mansfield away from home, well, they've been decent away from home lately. They haven't lost an away game since the 29th of November, so they've done pretty well. The last couple of away games, as I mentioned, they beat Accrington on penalties. I think that was in the FA Cup, I beg your pardon. Drew 0-0 to Wimbledon, beat Barnsley, beat Bolton, beat Sheffield United, obviously in the Cup, and then obviously drew 1-1 at Stevenage. So they've been on decent form lately. Both of these teams are tied on 36 points, and Mansfield having 2 games in hand on Plymouth, as well as 3 games in hand, actually, on Huddersfield, who are currently 6. So both teams, actually, believe it or not, in the top 10 race and potentially in the top 6 race. Whoever wins tonight goes on to 39 points, and depending on goal difference, could go potentially 7th, depending on goal difference and other results tonight. A defeat, and, potentially they could fall... Well, it probably won't fall that far, but depending on results, they could fall maybe as far as 13th or 14th. So, if it's Plymouth though, if Plymouth lose, and let's say it were Barnsley against tonight, I don't think they're going to win. But if Barnsley were, I think it'd be unlikely. But if Barnsley were to beat Cardiff away from home, which I don't think is going to happen, then Barnsley would go level with Plymouth, and obviously if Plymouth lose, then depending on goal difference, Barnsley would go ahead of Plymouth. But obviously that's down to goal difference, and I'm not going to lie, I don't see Barnsley beating Cardiff. Cardiff at top at the moment on 56 points, with Lincoln on 52. Bolton 6 points behind in the playoffs on 46, along with Bradford and Stockport, who are all on 46 as well. Huddersfield on 42, and then 3 points below them is Luton in 7th, with Stevenage both on 39. So, yeah, it's getting a little bit tight, isn't it, at the moment? Getting a bit interesting in the League One table at the moment. But if we have a look at the head-to-heads between these two sides, Mansfield obviously won 2-0 in the reverse fixture this season. That was at the One Call Stadium. But Mansfield's record at Plymouth is not particularly good. Plymouth won their last home game 3-1 against them back in 2020. And apart from that, Mansfield's last win at Home Park, you've got to go all the way down to... Actually, I don't think they've ever won at Plymouth, you know. Don't want to look at this. Yeah, no. Mansfield have never won at Plymouth. So we'll see what happens here. Can Mansfield finally end their drought of losing game? Can they finally end their losing streak at Plymouth? They don't tend to do well at Plymouth. Port Vale's game against Wimbledon is postponed tonight. I'm not entirely sure why. Why is that postponed, actually? There's no information as to why it's postponed. Port Vale against Wimbledon, I assume, down to Watchalong pitch. We'll be keeping you up to date with all the scores as they come in League One tonight. A reminder of all the games before we get to the live chat and all the important business. In League One tonight, it's Blackpool against Stockport County, Bolton versus Burton, Cardiff against Barnsley, Huddersfield against Luton, Lincoln against Bradford, obviously Plymouth against Mansfield, Rotherham against Northampton, Stevenage against Peterborough and Wickham against Wigan. 2 8 o'clock kickoffs tonight. Doncaster against Leyton Orient and Reading against Exeter. And Exeter have took, I think, 450, which doesn't sound like much, but on a Tuesday night in these conditions, got to say fair play to those that do travel to games. Games in League 2, there's one kicking off in 5 minutes' time. Newport against Accrington. Then the 19:45 kickoffs are Barnet against Tranmere, Bromley against Crewe, Cambridge against Shrewsbury, Colchester against Grimsby, Harrogate against Fleetwood, MK against Bristol Rovers, Notts County against Swindon, Salford against Chesterfield, Walsall against Crawley. I forgot Walsall were in League 2. The games tonight between Port Vale and Wimbledon, Barrow and Oldham, and Cheltenham and Gillingham, all postponed due to waterlogged pitch. One game in the National League as well, which we'll keep an eye on. A big game for both of these teams. Actually, Rochdale against Southend. Rochdale second in the league, looking to go top. Southend looking to climb into the playoffs with a win. So, a pretty big game for both of them. So, we'll be keeping an eye on that. Two of the North East teams playing tonight. Scarborough travelling to Radcliffe. Darlington away to Worksop. The games between Spenny v Curtin and Shields against Fylde. Both postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. And that's that. So, come on Scarborough and Darlow tonight. See if they can do the North East proud tonight. So, good evening to Retford United FC. Interesting name. It's not a bad... is that an actual team, actually? I've never heard of the team. Retford United Football Club, known as the Badgers. Let's have a look. Yeah. I apologise. I apologise to the guy in the chat, but I've actually never heard of Retford United. Apparently they have a derby against Retford FC. Retford FC, Retford United. How do I not know who this is? I've never actually heard of them. Retford United play in the United Counties Football League, Nottinghamshire County FA, formed in 1987. They play Cannon Park in Retford. Well, I didn't think they'd play in Exeter. Come on. State the blatant obvious, doesn't it? Retford United, an English football club based in Retford. What, really? Didn't think it was going to be based in Exeter. Founded in 1987 by Retfordian Brian Jackson, gave Town a senior club after Retford Town had gone out of business. Oh, I see. Capacity of 2,000. Not a bad non-league ground. I might have to give it a visit at some point, because I am planning on going to the likes of Mansfield and Nottingham clubs at some point. Maybe not necessarily... I don't think I'll fit them in this season, but perhaps next season when I do more grounds, etc. So there is loads of grounds that I need to tick off. So yeah, might see about that at some point if I'm near the East Midlands. Stags taking 600 is really good. Yeah, it's a bit of a trek, isn't it, on a Tuesday night? I know Plymouth fans will laugh, saying, we took more to them on a Tuesday night. Yeah, but I bet the Plymouth fans didn't go in dreadful wet conditions up to Mansfield, because Mansfield is travelling down to Plymouth and back on a Tuesday night in poor weather conditions. obviously there was a possibility of the game getting called off. Some games have been called off, but Plymouth Argyle's pitch is classed as one of the best in the EFL, so I'd have been very surprised if it hadn't gone ahead. So yeah, fair play to those 600 that do travel down, of course. Stags the way, I like it. Oh, great song that. That's the way, I like it. Do 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 do. Oh, that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Shut up. Anyways, thanks very much for joining. Got the poll on, by the way. What will happen tonight? Plymouth will win. Match ends as a draw. Mansfield will win. Those are your 3 options. 5 votes so far. 80% for Plymouth to win. So thanks for getting involved in that. 20% for Mansfield. So, time to get on to the important business. Team news. For Plymouth Argyle, no Lauren Tilley and no Connor Hazard. They did not pass the late fitness tests. As for Mansfield, still without Bowery, Gardner, Maris, McLaughlin. Reid obviously got a send-off against Stevenage. Louis Reid suspended. And also Tyler Roberts. For Plymouth, Owen Dale, again, not in the team. Bradley Ibrahim, Julio Preguisuelo, Joe Walls is out as well. And, of course, Lauren Tilley and Connor Hazard, which I did mention earlier on. Evening again. Yes, hello again. Sorry, I did get to your comment in the end, but I don't know if you were still listening at the time. I was saying I'll have to give Retford a visit at some point because I didn't know who Retford United were, to be fair. I'd never heard of the team, so I did my research just in 1987 they were founded by, was it Brian Jackson or something, I think it said. So yeah, if I'm ever down in the East Midlands, I'll have to seek, and I am looking at doing Mansfield at some point. It might not be this season, but could be next season, so I might get down there at some point. Yeah, I'd never heard of them, and I didn't even know there was a Retford derby between News and Retford FC, so yeah, yeah, so that was, yeah, so I may seem a bit of an idiot for not knowing, but I think you are in the Counties League or something, so that's like, isn't it like the 10th tier? Is it 10th tier, 11th tier? Well, you'd be in the Northern, oh no, you might not be in the Northern, no, you're not in the Northern Football League because that is the North East clubs. Anyways, yeah, I assume it's like the 9th or 10th tier potentially of football. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, time for the 2 teams in full, but first the match officials. The referee is from Luton tonight, and it is Will Finney. Assistant referees are Daniel Flynn and Justin Amey, and the 4th official tonight, it is Ross Martin. 15 minutes to kick off, up the Stags. Aye. Tonight's starting teams, beginning with the visiting side for tonight, and that is Mansfield Town. For Mansfield Town, in goal is number 1, Liam Roberts, number 5, Ryan Sweeney, number 6, Bailey Cargill, who makes his 100th appearance for the Stags, number 7, Lucas Aikens, number 8, Aaron Lewis, number 18, Rhys Oates, number 20, Fraser Blake Tracy, number 23, Adedeji Oshalaya, I might have pronounced that wrong, number 24, Regan Hendry, number 27, Luke Bolton, and number 44, Oliver Iwo. For us North East folk, Rhys Oates obviously used to play for Hartlepool United. Liam Roberts was a Borough youngster back in the day. And congratulations to Bailey Cargill making his 100th appearance tonight for Mansfield. I'm not sure if I've said that Adedeji Oshalaya correctly, but I gave it a good go. Let's have a look at the subs. Now, when I looked at the team, I looked at the team and there was no substitute goalkeeper on their team, which is a bit questionable. So we carry on. Number 2 is Kyle Noyles. Number 4, Elliot Hewitt. Number 13, Jonathan Russell. Number 17, Max Dikov. Number 19, Victor Adebayo. Number 22, Nathan Mariah Welsh. And number 34, Oliver Taylor. It's how it's spelt, mate. It's how it's spelled. So that is but for this guy, Adedeji Oshilaja. Oshilaja, okay. We only have one goalkeeper at the minute. Sent the other out on loan. Well, that's a bit of an idiot, bit of a daft thing to do, isn't it? Because what if Liam Roberts gets injured? What are you going to do then? They didn't think about that, did they? Okay, and the starting lineup for Plymouth Argyle. Number 21, Luca Ashby-Hammond. Number 2, Matthias Ross. Number 4, Brendan Riverdew. Number 8, Joe Edwards. Number 15, Alex Mitchell. Number 17, Caleb Watts. Number 19, Malachi Boten. Number 22, Brendan Galloway. Number 27, Arabin Peppel. Number 28 is Warren Curtis. And number 29, Matthew Sorinola. By the way, congratulations to Matthias Ross and Brendan Galloway, who both got into the EFL League One Team of the Week thanks to their performance in Plymouth Argyle's win against Luton Town. On the bench for Plymouth is number 13, Zach Baker. Number 3 is Jack McKenzie. Number 6, Cornell Shooks. Number 7, Jamie Patterson. Number 10, Xavier Amici. Number 18, Owen Oseni. Number 24, Caleb Roberts. And those are the teams in full. And obviously we'll go through the teams once again once the players are out ready for kickoff. Kickoff in 10 minutes time at Home Park. Match tonight is on the Sky Sports Red Button. For anyone wanting to access it, Sky Sports Red Button. And due to copyright laws, we will not be able to provide any match footage. So apologies for that. So, who do you support? I'm a Teesside, mate. I don't support Plymouth or Mansfield. I have, I've got about four mates. I've got 4 mates who support Plymouth Argyle. So, got a couple of people who support Plymouth. And I said, I said to them, I said, I'm not sure what game to stream tonight. And they said, well, why don't you do Argyle? I said, yeah, you're both on 36 points. You're both 6 points off the playoffs. I thought, yeah, why not? Yeah, bother, yeah. Second in the championship. Looking good, but I'm saying I'm not getting me hopes up at the moment because Borough always find a way of cocking it up in March time, so I'm not getting too optimistic just yet. Come on, Stockport County, Burton, Lincoln, and Plymouth and Cardiff and Huddersfield. £1 bet, £140.68. Fair enough. Come on, so Stockport. Let's have a look at these games. Because I'll be keeping you up to date with all the scores anyway, so if you stay with me. A goal has gone in the League 2 game, the early game between Newport and Accrington. Accrington Stanley lead by a goal to nil through Alex Henderson's early goal. Less than 2 minutes into that game. And it's 1-0 to Accrington. Newport still in trouble in the bottom 2. Yes, as long as it's not a rude chant. Let's be honest. I'd say as long as it's not a rude chant, then, you know. So, Stockport against Blackpool away, Burton away to Bolton. You really think Burton are going to beat Bolton? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Bolton are going to lose to Burton, mate. I mean, let's be honest. I'll tell you what's worrying, by the way, certainly for Huddersfield. Huddersfield are 6, right? The gap between them and the relegation zone is 13 points. Which sounds a lot, but believe me, in the EFL, that is not a lot. So there's less than 13 points separating the teams from 6th down to 21st. It is really tight, isn't it? It's really tight in this league. There's 4 points separating Cardiff and Lincoln. There's 6 points separating the top 2 and the playoffs. And then obviously there's 4 points separating 3rd and 6th. And then from 6th to the outside of the playoffs, there's only 3 points. It's really tight, isn't it? It's really, really tight. Plymouth's success is fucking hollow. How shit they've been, just like Luton Town. Stags have won 5 in a row. I mean, Plymouth have done well, to be fair, lately. They've done well lately. I mean, the last couple of... I mean, at the start of the season, they were absolutely dreadful. They were dreadful first half of the season, and then they get to around Christmas time and they pick it up. They get a couple of wins on the bounce, and now they're in a position where they've gone from being bottom to suddenly 14th in the space of a couple of months. So they've done well to turn the form around, actually. Ops on Stags winning 5 in a row. Yeah, good. Very good for the Stags. You've done well lately, to be fair. I mean, some of those games haven't been easy. I mean, Barnsley away getting a result. All jokes aside, I like Plymouth. Right. Yeah, no, great result. Some great results for you, to be fair. Getting a win. I like Plymouth, but not for the next 100 minutes. You're beating Bradford, you're beating Bolton, you're beating Barnsley, but you've also, I mean, Port Vale have been dreadful this season. Got a decent point at Stevenage. I would class that as a decent point, to be fair. Plus, you've also beat Sheffield United in the Cup. So you've done very well lately. I mean, you've not lost a game since, obviously you lost to Stockport, but that was the last time you'd lost, was well over a month ago, 20th of December, and then since then you'd won 3, 4, 5 on the bounce in all competitions, and obviously most recently you drew against Stevenage. So yeah, you weren't on great form. You were on a pretty bad run of form, weren't you, really? Since the FA Cup win against Harrogate in the start of November, Mansfield went on the run of about 6 league games without a win. So, you beat Plymouth, then you beat Harrogate in the Cup, and then you didn't win any of your next 6 league games. Obviously, you had EFL Trophy and FA Cup and Dream, but your next 6 league games, you lost to Northampton, Huddersfield, Cardiff, Bolton, Wimbledon, Stockport, which in fairness, I wouldn't class that as an easy one of games anyway. I think that's a difficult one of games, to be fair. But then you've turned it around all of a sudden and you've gone 6 games unbeaten. So 6 games out of win and 6 games unbeaten in all competitions. 5 games unbeaten in the league. So it's not a bad turnaround, really, is it? But that's what happens with the EFL Championship, League One, League Two. Teams will have good runs of form, then bad run of form, and in the games, good spells, bad spells. It just really all depends. Sometimes you can play well, sometimes you can play shit. So, you never know what to predict. Players are out. Didn't realise they were out that early. We threw flares at the Stevenage player when he scored. Right. Okay. That's there's Plymouth's Janner's song. I should know because I've been to Plymouth. It's their main anthem. So 14th against 11th, both tied on 36 points, along with numerous teams. Home Park, to be fair, it's not bad considering the weather. It's still fairly full Home Park, isn't it? It is fairly full. Not a bad away following from Mansfield, 600 odd. It's better than some of the clubs that have played Plymouth this season. So we're going to have a look at the 2 teams in full in a moment. Do you rate my bet? 613 tickets sold. It's not bad. I don't think Burton are going to beat Bolton, mate. Other than that, I think... also, I don't know... Well, I'm not sure what's going to happen with the... I don't know what's going to happen in this game either, because it's a bit difficult to call. But I don't know whether Plymouth will win. Certainly don't see Burton doing it, but if they do, fair enough. Stockport County fan, been a county fan since I was 1. True song for Stockport is Manchester City shit and Man United is worse. We always put the county first. Right, okay. Could go either way, depends if the Stock's turn up. Da 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 da. What a tune. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, this is Plymouth versus Mansfield Town in the EFL League One. Let's have a look at the two starting 11. Start with Mansfield. In goal, number 1, Liam Roberts. Number 5, Ryan Sweeney. Number 6, Plymouth Argyle. Number 7, Lewis Akins. Number 8, Aaron Lewis. Number 18, Rhys Oates. Number 20, Fraser Blake Tracy. Number 23, Adedeji Oshalaja. Number 24, Regan Hendry. Number 27, Luke Bolton. And number 44, Oliver Ewell. And for Plymouth Argyle, in goal is number 21, Luca Ashby-Hammond. Number 2, Matthias Ross. Number 4, Brendan Riverdew. Number 8, Joe Edwards. Number 15, Alex Mitchell. Number 17, Caleb Watts. Number 19, Malachi Boten. Number 22, Brendan Galloway. Number 27, Arabin Pepple. Number 28, Ronan Curtis. And number 29 is Matthew Sorinola. Let's have a look at the two benches, starting with Mansfield. Number 2, Carl Noyle. Number 4, Elliot Hewitt. Number 13, Jonathan Russell. Number 17, Max Dickov. Number 19, Victor Adebayejo. Number 22, Nathan Mariah Welsh. Number 34, Oliver Taylor. For Plymouth Argyle, number 13, Zach Baker. Number 3, Jack McKenzie. Number 6, Cornell Shukes. Number 7, Jamie Patterson. Number 10, Xavier Amici. 18, Owen Aseni. And number 24 is Caleb Roberts. Is pronounced Iwo, by the way. Oh, pronounced Iwo. I wasn't sure if it was I or E, so it's pronounced Iwo. Thank you. Bounder to win 3-0. Fairs. Do you rate Stockport will win the league or go up the season? I don't think Stockport will win the league, but they're certainly in with a chance of. They're certainly in with a chance of getting up the season. I don't think they'll get automatics though, mate. I'm going to be honest. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it via. Well, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it via the playoffs potentially. I don't know. Match officials tonight from Luton. It's Will Finney and the assistants Daniel Flynn and Justin Amy. For official tonight, it is Ross Martin. Here we go. Let's get the game underway. I don't really know what to go for this because, like, all of my Plymouth mates will be saying, well, you know, I mean, we've been doing well lately. We should be able to continue it, but I don't know. Mansfield are on a good run of form. Plymouth on a good run of form. I fancy a 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a draw. I'm not really sure. It's hard to separate either team, really, going into this. Both on good form at the moment, so I do think this could be a draw. Or someone's going to win. Or it could be 1-0 either way. I'm not sure what to go for this. Yeah, Harry's gone 2-2. I do think this could be a draw. Let's just hope for a good game, some goals, and hopefully it's not a boring 0-0. There's Plymouth coming forward immediately. Penalty at Wickham. Wickham against Wigan. A penalty for Wickham already inside the first 90 seconds. Nothing like a good start for Wigan. Who do you support? I'm a Teessider, mate. So I'm from Middlesbrough. And at the moment, we're doing well in the Championship. Could be playing Stockport next season. Well, I say it's a sellout. Well, the Devonport end looked like it had sold out, but the what's the big stand called? The Mayflower's actually. The Mayflower is probably about half full. There's a lot of empty seats in the Mayflower stand, and yeah, Mansfield haven't sold out the allocations. A lot of empty seats around, but still, 600 is not a bad away attendance. 600 odd fans, decent for a Tuesday night, to be fair, especially when it's such a long distance from just north just north of Nottinghamshire. Well, they're in Nottinghamshire, but it's sort of north of Nottingham, aren't they? So it's a bit of a trek from Mansfield to Plymouth on a Tuesday night, especially with the weather conditions. It's done nothing but rain all day across the United Kingdom today. First goal of the evening in the EFL League One came from Boyd Muntz, who used to play for Middlesbrough. Boyd Muntz with the penalty for Wickham, and he scores it. So 1-0 to Wickham. And it's the man who used to play for Borough, Colin Boyd Muntz, who never scored for Borough, but went to St Mirren, scored a couple of goals. 5 hours. I thought it was longer than that. And goal. Another big goal at the top of the table. Cardiff City looking to extend the lead on Lincoln tonight with a win. And they're off to the perfect start. They lead by a goal to nil inside 3 minutes against Barnsley. And it's Perry NG. Or Perry Ng, whatever you want to call him. Yes, keeping you up to date with all the goals across the EFL League One and League Two tonight. As well as obviously keeping you up to date with the game between Watchdale and Southend. Watchdale looking to go top of the league tonight with a win. Well, Southend looking to climb into the playoffs tonight. So a big game in the National League for both of those teams. And for any North East fans in here, along with me, Scarborough and Darlow play tonight, representing North East in the National League North. The South Shields game and the Spennymoor game both postponed due to waterlogged pitches. So, interesting to see what happens tonight. Keeping you up to date with all the goals and everything that happens around the EFL tonight. And here come Plymouth. Looking for potential opportunity. Matthew Sorinola plays it. It comes out to, is it Malachi Boateng? Let's turn my notifications on so that I get notified if there's any goals. And a shot is, well, a deflected shot, loops over the bar, goes onto the top of the goal. And it is an early corner for Plymouth. There was a shot. Was it Peppel with the shot? I think it was. Yes, it was. It was Peppel with the shot. He manages to control the ball well. He hits the shot outside penalty area, takes a deflection, loops over onto the top of the goal, and the corner for Plymouth Argyle already inside the first, inside 4.5 minutes. Thanks for joining us. Hope you all very well indeed. Corner coming in. And it's gone past everyone, and it is a goal kick. And Darlow lead against Worksop. Lovely. Well, nice one, Darlow. 1-0 to Darlow. Darlington, that is, for anyone who doesn't know. Against Worksop. Yeah, so the corner comes in. There's 1 or 2 players going for it, but just misses everyone and goes out for a goal kick, which has already been taken. Mansfield with the ball and a throw-in just in front of the Mayflower, stand, left hand side of the penalty area. And I'm not entirely sure it was trying to control that there, because I couldn't see the number actually of who it was. But they lost it. Plymouth came away with the ball and lost it themselves. A poor ball forward and played back to the Mansfield goalkeeper Liam Roberts, who used to be a Middlesbrough youngster. Plymouth have won 11 of their last 12 home league games against Mansfield since that one began in 1993. The Pilgrims have never beaten a side more often at home in the EFL. That's an interesting statistic that's just popped up there. Another big goal in the promotion and title race. Lincoln taking on Bradford City tonight in another big game. Bradford City looking to close the gap on second place and looking to go above Bolton with a win. But it's Lincoln who take the lead. Lincoln City lead and looking to extend the lead by 8 points, depending on other results tonight. And it is, who is it who scored it? It is Freddie Draper with the goal. He got an assist in last game. He's got a goal contribution in each of his last 4 matches now for Lincoln. And assisted by Rico Hackett-Fairchild as well. He got 2 assists and a goal in the 5-2 win against Peterborough. Freddie Draper. Might have known it'd be him that scored. So Lincoln 1, Bradford 0, Cardiff 1, Barnsley 0, and Wycombe 1, Wigan 0. The only goal so far in EFL League One. No goals to tell you about as of yet in League Two, apart from the early game, where Accrington took an early lead away to Newport in the 7:30 kick-off. Still 1-0 there. Other than that, 0-0 in all of the 7:45 kick-offs. So, bringing you updates on this game, as well as keeping you up to date with all the scores around the EFL tonight. It's going to be a busy night. It's going to be a busy night of EFL action. I can feel it. Right, let me pour a bit of iron brew out. Why not? So, no Lauren Talai for start to the Premier League soon. One can only dream. Can only dream and hope, mate, but I don't see it happening anytime soon, personally. Unless anyone from League One can do what bloody Ipswich did. Claims for a penalty. It's never going to be good. It's no, it's not impossible. No, it's not impossible, but I very much doubt it. I'm going to be honest with you. 8.5 minutes into this game. And a free kick given to Mansfield just inside their own half. Foul on me, sort, I believe. Mansfield have the ball with Akins back into the defence to Watchalong. And they switch it to the left side. Just like you know, the two formations. 4-4-1-1, according to this, for Plymouth. 3-4-2-1, apparently, for Mansfield. With Resorts leading the line. And Pepple also leading the line for Plymouth. Nigel Clough's only lost one of his 6 previous league meetings with Plymouth in his managerial career. Losing 1-0 with Derby in 2010, so he's not lost to Plymouth since 2010. 4-5-1. No, it's not not according to flash scores. It's not. Though having said that, flash scores are never correct for the formations. They always get the formations wrong. So yeah, they get formations wrong quite a lot. Ball coming forward for Plymouth, and Liam Roberts comes out and gets it into his gloves. 10 minutes in, 0-0. Cheers to everyone and the regulars. Up your nose. It's lost its fizz a little bit, that. Pepple's struggling a little bit. And the referee's asked for to come on. Oh my goodness. And the rain is torrential. Torrential downpour at the minute in Plymouth. Lovely British weather. It's absolutely pissing it down. Blimey, I'm glad I'm not out in that. Liam Roberts, you know what he's worth. He'll take Mansfield to the Premier League. We'll see about that. 2 games about to kick off, by the way, in the EFL League One, the 8 o'clock kick-offs. Doncaster against Leyton Orient, Reading against Exeter. Reading and Exeter both tied on 36 points. So again, another important game for both of those teams. They look to climb the table. And Doncaster away to Leyton Orient. Doncaster looking to close the gap on the teams above, potentially climb out of the playoffs this week if they can win both their games. Leyton Orient looking to go further ahead of the relegation zone, only 2 points ahead of the bottom 4. Right, so it turns out that the NPL games are postponed. Right. PSV Band. Oh yes, Champions League tomorrow night, isn't it? Yeah, Bowen Norwich is a 3 o'clock game, so that won't be done. We won't be on that. Right. Being postponement 5 minutes before kick-off, FC United Stockton. Yeah, I don't know why they've decided it last minute. They should have decided. This is the problem. It's happening a lot now. Is a lot of teams and a lot of fan bases are travelling to the games, and then the referee's deciding just before the players come out for kick-off that the match is not playable. Like, shouldn't change their mind last minute because it's, you know, it's not good for the travelling fans. Jeremy Sarmiento joining Borough. Great signing for us, actually, that. So, I think a balloon's just gone on the pitch, actually. Plymouth with the ball now. Inside of 1.5. Alex Mitchell does a 1-2 with Brendan Galloway. Is that Curtis Main that scored? Or Cedric Main that scored for Darlow? I was going to say, I think I could have sworn Curtis Main didn't play football anymore. Or if he does, I don't even know where he plays now. That is a lousy ball forward for Plymouth. It's going to be played all the way back to the Mansfield goalkeeper by the defender. Brendan Weaverdo to Edwards and then to the right hand side, and I believe that's Ronan Curtis with the ball. Plymouth just being patient with it, and then they lose the ball. Bit of a loose pass. It was latched on by Ivo, who got out muscled. I think it was by Malachi Borton. Speaking of Borton, here he is on the ball. Putting a decent cross in, to be fair, but just no one really attacked it, and it goes out for a goal kick. And if you just tuned in, it's 0-0, and it's absolutely pissing it down in Plymouth. So not exactly great conditions for football, because if it's as torrential as it was last night here in Middlesbrough, there was awful winds. Awful wind last night. It was blowing a gale out there. Ops on Stag selling out Burnley away in 2 hours. That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. It's a Premier League ground. I mean, fair play for selling it out that quickly, but it doesn't surprise me that it sold out, because I thought it would sell out relatively quickly. Oh, that's a clumsy challenge. That's the first yellow card, and it's Joe Edwards. 3,200 gone. I got one. Nice. Hi, dog. Guess what I'm doing? Oh, probably Diamond Dart. You normally do. And guess what I'm doing? Sat here streaming. Oh, that is a poor challenge, that, from Joe Edwards on Owen Ivo. Yeah, it's a poor challenge. Not Owen. Oliver Ivo. Owen Ivo. Where the hell have I got Owen from? Yeah, it's a poor challenge, that. Definite yellow card. First yellow card goes to Joe Edwards. No more goals to tell you about in the EFL at the moment. Don't forget that Bauer v Oldham, Cheltenham v Gillingham, and obviously Port Vale against Wimbledon all postponed. due to waterlogged pitch. Now what, ref? Get on with the game! Underway in the 8 o'clock kickoffs between Doncaster and Leyton Orient and Reading against Exeter. Both of those games underway. 3 minutes into that. Well, we are 17 minutes in. So far there's only been one shot, and that was a deflected shot from Peppel. Hit the shot outside the penalty area, took a deflection, looped over, and other than that, that's all there's been to it. Both defences just cancelling each other out at the moment. Mansfield not having much of the ball in the attacking third. Plymouth have probably had the better of the game so far, seeing more of the ball in the attacking third, and Mansfield not really able to make anything with the ball going forward. A couple of crosses into penalty area for Plymouth that have gone out for goal kicks, but they've certainly played better than Mansfield in this game. Mansfield just have not really got going. Handball there, and a free kick given against Lewis. Free kick taken quickly then for Plymouth. And Alex Mitchell with the ball now. Come on and do the conga. Come on and do the conga. Right. Mansfield win the ball back, and then they lose it again. Neither team can keep hold of the ball for very long in a minute. Peppel running down the left hand side. Scarborough lead Radcliffe 1-0. Fair play. That's a foul shot. Is that not a foul on Peppel? Wait. How is that? Right. I thought that was a foul on Peppel, but how is that not a foul on Peppel? And then because when he's gone down, because he's grabbed the ball, the referee's given a free kick to Mansfield. I don't know how that's not a foul on Peppel. I don't know how that's the other way. I'm not going to lie. Newport have equalised against Accrington Stanley. That was the 7:30 kickoff in League 2. As Mansfield again lose the ball. Peppel goes for a shot and it's in! What a goal! The first shot on target. Peppel with a shot from about 20 yards out in the centre. Nobody closed him down. He just thought, right, I'll go for it. Smashes it. Low hard into the bottom corner. It's 1-0 to Plymouth. Lovely goal. Good goal. Arabin Peppel with the first goal of the game. Plymouth have had the better of the game, to be fair. There's been not many chances really, but Mansfield lose the ball at the halfway line. Passes to Peppel, and he goes for the shot. It's a great strike. Liam Roberts is nowhere near that. He looks like he's going to pass it. No defender closes him down. He just thought, you know what, I'll go for it. I mean, he's about, well, to fair, he's probably about 25 yards up, but he's right in the centre, and he just smashes it into the far corner. 1-0 to Plymouth. And it's a brilliant strike. It's a brilliant strike. It's what the game did need a goal. We needed a goal because nothing's happened in this game so far up until that point. But lovely goal. Lovely goal from Arabin Peppel. 1-0 to Argyle. Scorer of Argyle's first goal this evening, number 27, Arabin Peppel. You know what's funny is, you know what makes me laugh is he scored that 25-yarder whilst the Mansfield fans were chanting football in the library. Now the Plymouth fans are chanting it's all gone quiet over there. Brendan Riverdew with the assist, by the way, for that goal. That I think that might be his first assist of the season, you know. Right, okay. No, it might be his first assist of the season, if I'm not mistaken. That's his first assist of the season, Brendan Riverdew. And that is Arabin Peppel's first goal in... Well, he scored now 3 goals in 4 games. Didn't score against Luton, but he scored in the win against Peterborough and Bristol Rovers, obviously in the cup. But that's, if you're going to class it as league games, that's 2 goals in 3 League One games. Starting to find a little bit of form at the moment, Pebble. That's the first shot on target, and it's straight past Liam Roberts. Didn't stand a chance of it, really. It's a brilliant strike from Arabin Pepple. 1-0 to Plymouth, and probably on the balance of play. Probably deserved, because Mansfield haven't really had the ball in the attacking third as such. And a throw into the penalty area, headed away. A foul there on the Plymouth player, and it's a free kick. Hola, de amigos. Hello, Matt. That was happening. Oh, good cross. Oh, what a save. What a save by Liam Roberts. Oh, decent cross. Goes past one player and then Pepple gets onto it, but he volleys it first time. It's gone into excellent save. Really good save by the goalkeeper. Really good save. Pepple goes for a shot and as listen to this. Mansfield again lose the ball. Pepple goes for a shot and it's in. Alright. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Corner came in. It was bouncing. Then Joe Edwards won it in from the edge of penalty area. Tries to head it goalwards. Just gets a bit too much height on it, and it loops up. It just loops onto the top of the goal. But Plymouth looking more likely to get a second goal. Mansfield have not got going in this game, and they still haven't had an opportunity. Here's Pebble again, who's having a really good game so far on the right hand side here. Low cross and low cross, and Watts with a shot at the near post ends up firing it pretty much into the away fans. Pebble again, he's having a really good game. Looked a lot closer on the initial shot, but looking at the replay, yeah, he sends it into the away fans. Yes, a wasted opportunity again there, but tell you what, Plymouth are playing well. They fully deserve to be 1-0 up. Mansfield still haven't got going in this game, and I'm not going to lie, the way things are going, they will go 2-0 down. Long ball forward, is it going to find Pebble again? Yeah. Pepple pretty much bullies. He bullies Sweeney pretty much there. Mansfield try to come with the ball, and that is absolutely dreadful. Rotherham 0, Northampton 1. Goal from Eves in the 26th minute. Is that Tom Eves? Bloody hell, he still plays. Tom Eves has been playing for years. Tom Eves, God, there's a player that's been playing for a long bloody time. So Northampton score only their second shot on target all game. Northampton lead, and as it stands, are going to be out of the relegation zone, sending Burton into the bottom 4. Rotherham staying 23rd as things stand. Tom Eves, my God, he feels like he's been playing for an eternity. God. I remember when he was I remember even Tom Eves' name when he was playing at Bolton. Goodness me, and that was like 12 years ago. Goodness me, I didn't realise he was still playing. Oh, it's going to fall. Oh, dear. Bolton couldn't do anything with that, could he? Yes.
Swift in following, and Plymouth were able to snuff out that chance that Bolton thought he might be having for the away side. Ashby Hammond has had very little to do in the opening 28 minutes of this game. Appeals for a foul on Apple, nothing doing. That's where Northampton take the lead at Rotherham.
Whoops, shit.
Skies his attempted clearance. Plymouth are on the end of it. At it again.
How is that a foul?
Attacking player on this occasion. Much to the annoyance of the home supporters. Just left his leg dangling there, didn't Pepper a little.
Oh, right. We'll do that then.
Excellent so far.
Ha! Reading nil, Exeter 1. It's funny. Plymouth fans want Exeter to lose and Plymouth to win, but every time Plymouth win, Exeter win at the minute. And Exeter are still going to be ahead of them in the table. Let's have a quick look at the league table now, because obviously there's a couple of goals gone in. Huddersfield have got a man sent off. Didn't they have a man sent off last time? Alfie May has been shown a straight red card. Oh dear. Straight red card for unsportsmanlike conduct, apparently. So he misses Peterborough, Blackpool and Stevenage, apparently. Dear. And I hope people didn't have Alfie May in their EFL fantasy teams, otherwise you are knotted. Anyways, where were we? So, yeah, let's have a quick look at the table. This is how the table stands. At the moment, Stockport moving up to 4th on goal difference because of Bradford losing. Bradford moving up to 4th. Stockport moving up to 4th because Bradford are losing at the moment. Exeter are now 9th. Plymouth are 12th. Plymouth, Peterborough, Wickham and Exeter are all 4 of those teams are tied on 39 points, and because Huddersfield aren't winning, the gap between all those teams and the top 6 is now 4 points. So it's getting very interesting. Stockport lead Blackpool by a goal to nil. Kyle Wooten with the goal in the 31st minute. Stockport with the lead there. Quick update on the stats at the moment. We are 30 minutes in, 15 minutes away from half time. At the moment, Plymouth had 6 shots, 2 on target. Only 1 yellow card to tell you about. That was Joe Edwards early on in the first half. And, well, unfortunately for Stags fans, Mansfield have had no shots. Bromley lead Crewe by a goal to nil. That goal has just come through, actually. And it's Corey Whiteley with the goal inside 31 minutes. Which is good for Bromley. Bromley are doing well. Bromley are now, well, should they win this match and Salford failed, if Salford failed to win and Bromley win, Bromley will be leading the EFL League 2 table by 8 points. Who saw that coming? Right? Who saw Bromley, of all teams, being top of the league? I didn't expect, I'm not going to lie, I mean, I'll look an idiot, but I thought Bromley were going to be in a relegation scrap this season. I did not expect them to do this well. They've suddenly, like, their results have just been coming out of the blue. Amazing. Pretty sharp 40 in 10 days, still going strong at Donny. I've got to say, by the way, Matt, Gillingham versus Bromley is going to be one absolute humdinger of a game on Saturday. Exeter lead by goal to nil, as I mentioned. The goal from... Oh, unlucky. Peter Sweeney with the goal for Exeter there, the defender. And Exeter now are in the top 10. They're 9th at the moment, joint level on points with 10th place Wickham, 11th place Peterborough and 12th place Plymouth, all on 39 points. Exeter have a much better goal difference than the other 3 teams. Just to let you know, a cross came into the penalty area and a header towards goal was brilliantly saved by Liam Roberts. So he's been forced into 2 really good saves, but I must say, Mansfield do not look like doing anything. That is a dreadful throw out. The corner came in and was straight into the gloves of the keeper. And the throw out goes straight back to a Plymouth player. And Plymouth have a throw in at the far side. Honestly, Plymouth are absolutely dominating this game. They should be 2-0 up. 2 really good saves from Liam Roberts has denied them. But I'm not going to lie, I think sooner or later Plymouth go 2-0 up. Mansfield still without a shot. Mansfield... I mean, I apologise to Mansfield fans for this, but they do not look like a side that have won, that are unbeaten in 6. They're unbeaten in 6. They look like a team that are in the relegation zone at the moment. I'm sorry to say, but that is literally the best way to describe how poor Mansfield have been. They have not got going at all. No opportunities. They've barely had any of the ball in the attacking third. Plymouth absolutely dominating. They're making Mansfield look like a relegation team. Yeah, Mansfield, 6 games unbeaten coming into this game in all competitions. Level on points to them. I just can't believe how poor Mansfield have been. But credit where credit's due to Plymouth, they've been absolutely excellent. And in all fairness, they should be at least 2-0 up. I can't believe Billy Sharp is still playing football, 40 years old. No, I haven't said that. Dimmy Constantopoulos, you might remember, Middlesbrough's goalkeeper who won promotion 10 years ago. He didn't fully retire from football till he was about 42. And having said that, I mean, King Kazumura, who's like 57, 58 years old or something like that, he's still playing football. He's playing football. He's gone back to Japan, I think, to play football again. So he's still playing football at the age of 57. Okay, may not be professional football, but he's playing semi-pro at least. Like, he hasn't retired yet. Got to give him credit. Gillingham against Bromley, Chatham Town against Southend. Where is Chatham, by the way? I don't know where Chatham actually is. Chatham Town FC. Kent. Isn't that where Southend is? Or was Southend Essex? Ah, it's Essex. So it's Essex against Kent, isn't it, really? Southend to Chatham. Can't be too far, to be fair. Yeah, I was going to say, can't be too far. Just drive along Essex onto the Dartford crossing, and then towards the east. It's about 45 miles. I did, not gonna lie, I thought it was a lot closer than that, but that you always forget how big the UK is. Actually, I mean, 45 miles to get from Southend to Chatham, like that's like Essex to Kent. Like it's not far actually. That's a pretty easy journey. Apart from you have to pay for the Dartford crossing. Though I will say, I've been on the Dartford crossing, and it's not bad. The Dartford crossing's alright, to be fair, but yeah. What a ball! Here they come again, Plymouth. Yeah! How have they not made it 2-0 in this game? Warren Curtis gets the ball. I mean, I've got to say, well done to Bolton, who keeps it in play. Chips it forward. Warren Curtis gets onto the ball. He's run into the penalty area. Hits the shot at the angle. Across the goalkeeper. Tries to find the far corner. And it's just fizzed right at the post. Mansfield should be at least 2-0 down. I must be honest. Speedboat from Southend to Chatham, Sunpier. I was going to say, can you not get a ferry Can you not get a ferry from Southend to Chatham by boat? Yeah, you can. Chatham to Southend boat trip. Oh, bloody hell. 3-hour journey. Includes a 3-hour journey to the Red Sands Towers, where visitors can enjoy the scenic views and possibly witness the detonation of unexploded mines. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Does sound nice. Wait, they've had a shot! Mansfield have had a shot. Get the champagne out. A cross comes in, and it's headed straight to the goalkeeper. Only from Tilbury to Gravesend. Yeah, but it doesn't sound bad, does it? Probably isn't cheap, though. We are so lucky right now and playing so shit. You should be at least 2-0 down. Mansfield had a shot, but for some reason on flash scores, it hasn't gone down as a shot. Strange. Grimsby lead Colchester by a 1-0. Rogers with the goal in the 38th minute. Wasn't there another goal that... there was another goal that popped up. Yeah, Stockport have gone 2-0 up against Blackpool. Jack Diamond with his first goal since the 2-1 win at Mansfield back on the 20th of December. That is the last time that Mansfield actually lost in the league. But it's fair to say the way things are going, they could be in for an absolute beating today. We'll give you a run through of all the half-time scores when we get to half-time. Only one red card in the match, in the league so far. Alfie May with a straight red card for Huddersfield. League 2 at the moment, half-time between Newport and Accrington, and it is 1-1 there. Southend have just taken the lead against Rochdale. Massive goal for Southend. That Southend, as it stands, going into the playoffs in the National League. And the shot was fired in by Oliver Iro. Was a decent shot, to be fair. Was a decent shot, but a pretty simple save in the end for the goalkeeper. Notts County 0, Swindon 1. Clark with the goal in the 41st minute there. We'll give you one through of all the scores at half-time. As I think Lincoln have just made it 2-0 against Bradford City. Massive game for Lincoln. And bad news for Bradford is they are now 5th at the moment. On the plus side, Huddersfield out winning and neither Luton or Stevenage. So the gap between Bradford and 7th place still remains 6 points at the moment. But Bradford 2-0 down. I think they're gonna bottle the promotion this season. Lincoln at the moment second on 55 points. Stockport winning 2-0 means they go above Bradford and Bolton, and they move into third, 6 points behind Lincoln, who are winning by 2-0. Scarborough leading Radcliffe by 2-0 as well. And going well at the moment for the Sea Dogs, isn't it? I'm here for Plymouth and all the other scores. Yes, hi Kaz. Thanks for joining us. Mansfield have the ball inside the penalty area here. Looking to create an opportunity. The cross comes in. It's flicked on it. Is it an own goal? I think it might be. It's 1-1. Mansfield have equalised. Completely against the one of play. I'm trying to work out who's actually got it, whether it's an own goal or not, but it looked like a poor goal. A cross came in. Left-footed cross came in from the right-hand side. It was swung in. And it was flicked on and in. I'm not sure if the last touch came off a Plymouth player or not, but Mansfield have equalised. I'm not even sure myself. It is 1-1. I think it's Ryan Sweeney's goal, you know. Who was it with the cross? It's Hendry with the cross. It's a good looking cross, to be fair. And I think it comes off the foot of Ryan Sweeney and just goes past the goalkeeper. And I'm not going to lie, there's nothing that Ashby Hammond could do because, it wasn't a particularly great goal, but they all count. Mansfield level completely against the run of play. They've been absolutely dreadful. Apart from the last 5 minutes, they have been getting the occasional opportunity. So, but they're back in the game. Really, they should have been 2 or 3-0 down. So Plymouth fans will be furious by that. But a really poor goal for Plymouth to concede. But Mansfield fans won't care. They're level. I said today. I said a draw, didn't I? And it's 1-1. Bit of a poor goal, but that is only their second. That's like their second or third shot on target in the game. 1-1, Mansfield back level. Equaliser for Mansfield Town, scored in the 41st minute. The goal scorer number 5, Ryan Sweeney. So it's the skipper who equalises for Mansfield. I wonder what my mates are going to say about that goal. Let's put it, well, that was completely against the run of play. And what an awful goal. Completely against the run of play. And what a dreadful goal to concede. Wasn't sure if it was an own goal or not at first, but it was defo Sweeney Todd, as I'd call him. Oh, Tom Cleverley's gone. Tom Cleverley's gone already to the dressing room. See you later. So 1-1 then. So that does change the complexion of the table, and at the moment, Lincoln up over 9,000 at Sinsel Bank. Oh, hello. Is Pepple goes down. I'm not sure whether that was a penalty or not. Doesn't get given anyway. Watchdale have equalised against Southend. 1-1. So, we're back where we started. Mansfield ahead of Plymouth by goal difference. Mansfield 12th, Plymouth 13th. This is all because Reading are losing at home to Exeter. Some big games tonight in the EFL League One. Going to be going into added time in a couple of moments, actually. In about 20 seconds' time. Thanks to those that have tuned in, by the way. Not been the greatest of matches. I mean, the first 15 minutes were really poor. Then it picked up. We've had 2 goals. One that was probably was coming, and the second goal completely against the one I played. Jatta has equalised for Notts County, so that is 1-1 there at Notts County. Plymouth fans are now because the referee's not really giving them many decisions. So we're going into added time now, and the referee has indicated there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time. A minimum of 2 minutes of added time. Goalie Cardid. Goal for Cardiff. Scored by Chris Willick. It's Cardiff City 2, Barnsley 0. And all I'm going to say to Barnsley is Hulfau, which is Welsh for bye-bye. Hulfau. I'll see you later. Oh, it's in there! What the fuck what's going on there? Well, the ball's been put in there for Plymouth, but what's up? Is there a push in the back? No. I don't think the defender fell. I don't think there was anything in that. That didn't look like a foul. Yeah, referee's not been exactly great. Radcliffe 0, Scarborough 3. Ryan Sweeney did Stags to win for real. Well, it's completely against the one to play, mate. Because Mansfield have been awful. Classic chant. Classic Plymouth Argyle fans chanting shit referee. I told you it might be a couple of boos at half time because in all honesty Plymouth should have been 2 or 3 up and they find themselves level. with the referee being not exactly brilliant, giving away some, giving a couple of poor decisions. Free kick for Plymouth, right near the half-way line. This should be the last kick of the first half. Right, and he doesn't even... Right. He doesn't even let them take the free kick, because they're just about to take the free kick. They literally... The ball gets tapped, and the ref blows for half-time. Yeah, this referee's... he's a bit dodgy, this ref. To be fair, the referee is from Luton, and the referee did... Well, and Luton did get beat. Well, he's from Luton, mate. Ov's not happy with Luton losing at home park. Well, not particularly great refereeing. Fleetwood are leading Harrogate by 1-0. So it's half time then. 2 goals in the first half. Plymouth were leading by 1-0 thanks to a goal in the 20th minute from Arabin Peppel, and it was a really good goal. He hit it from 25 yards straight into the far corner. Keeper didn't really stand a chance. The equaliser came completely against the run of play. Mansfield's second shot on target went into the net. It was a cross in from the right hand side, an in-swinging cross, and it was flicked on by Ryan Sweeney, and it ends up in the back of the net. Not the greatest of goals, it's got to be said, but they do all count. And Bailey has once again... How many goals has he scored this season? How many goals does he want to score this season? Owen Bailey. He's a bloody... I'm sure he's like a midfielder. He's scored out, 9 goals this season? He scored 8, and he's just got his 9th. Doncaster lead Leyton Orient in the 8 o'clock kickoff by 1-0. Leyton Orient not having a shot on target yet. So, the stats at the moment: 9 shots, 3 on target for Plymouth Argyle, 2 shots, 2 on target for Mansfield. Mansfield just edging it on the possession stats. No corners so far for them. Anyone who's got a corner bet on is 3 corners so far, all for Plymouth. Let's have a look at all the half-time scores before we disappear for a break. And all the latest scores that are coming in. Some of the games are at half-time, some of them aren't. These are all the latest scores. Blackpool 0, Stockport 2, that's the latest score. Bolton 0, Burton 0. Cardiff 2, Barnsley 0, that's the latest score. Huddersfield 0, Luton 0. Lincoln 2, Bradford City 0. Plymouth 1, Mansfield 1. Rotherham 0, Northampton 1. Stevenage 0, Peterborough 0. Wickham 1, Wigan 0. And in the 8 o'clock kickoffs, Doncaster 1, Leyton Orient 0. And Reading 0, Exeter 1. Those are latest scores in the 8 o'clock kickoffs. In League 2, just got underway in the second half between Newport and Accrington. That game did take place at 7:30 tonight. Currently 1-1 there at the moment. In the other games, it's Barnet 0, Tranmere 0. That is the latest score. Bromley 1, Crewe 0. Cambridge 0, Shrewsbury 0. Colchester 0, Grimsby 1. Harrogate 0, Fleetwood 1. MK Dons 0, Bristol Rovers 0. That's the latest score. Notts County 1, Swindon 1. Salford 0, Chesterfield 0. And Walsall 0, Crawley 0. So not too many goals in League 2 tonight. Reminder that the games between Port Vale and AFC Wimbledon, Barrow and Oldham, and Cheltenham and Gillingham, all 3 of those games postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Big game in the National League, half-time, excuse me, half-time at Scotland. Right, there's a goal at the Stadium NK, which we'll tell you about in a moment. Half-time at the... Half-time at Scotland, it is 1-1 between Rochdale and Southend. Rochdale looking to get a win to go ahead of York City at the top of the league, with 2 games in hand on York. Southend United looking to get a win, or at least a point to climb into the playoffs. A point will be enough to put them 7th in the playoffs with 2 games in hand on Halifax and Forest Green. So a point at least for Southend, and they will be in the playoffs today. Rochdale looking to win to go top of the league. A point though does see them go level with York, but below York but second place below York due to goal difference. So all to play for in that game. In the National League North, couple of games postponed. Alfreton Chorley postponed. Hereford, Oxford City, Leamington, Kings Lynn, South Shields Fylde, Southport Buxton, Spennymoor, Curzon Ashton, all postponed. Latest scores: Bedford 0, Kidderminster 0, Marine 0, Chester 0, Merthyr Town 0, Telford 2, Peterborough Sports 2, Macclesfield 3. And the two scores of interest for with regards to North East: Radcliffe 0, Scarborough 3, and Worksop 0, Darlington 1. So, a goal at the Stadium MK right on half time. MK Dons lead by a goal to 0 against Bristol Rovers. They're still playing. They haven't actually reached half time yet. It is Callum Patterson with another goal. That is his 12th goal of the season for MK Dons. MK Dons, as it stands, second in the league, and along with Salford, remaining in the top 3. So that's all the scores to really tell you about. It's time to go for a break, and when we come back, we'll be back with the second half action. I believe of these teams win it in the second half. There's only one way to find out, and that's joining us after the break. Not bad timing, actually, that is it. Right, back. We're going to get the second half underway. Oh, shut up. Right, second half's going to get underway shortly. Players are back out, and 1-1 at half time, and 2 goals to tell you about in the 80 clocks. Will Keane has just equalised for Reading right on half time. And Luke Molyneux has scored from the penalty spot to double excuse me. Scored from the penalty spot. Sorry. Excuse me. Luke Molyneux has scored from the penalty to double Doncaster Rovers' lead against Leyton Orient. So 2-0 to the side that started the day in the relegation zone. We're going to have two subs at half time for Mansfield. It's going to be Hewitt and trying to work out what it is that's coming on. In the meantime, if you have just tuned in, welcome to the stream. Very warm welcome. Hope you're doing well. It is going to be Elliot Hewitt and Jonathan Russell that's going to be coming on at half time. So 2 subs for Mansfield. Double substitution for Mansfield at half time. Leaving the field is number 8, Aaron Lewis. Also leaving the field, number 27, Luke Bolton. Coming on to replace them. Number 4, Elliot Hewitt. And number 13, Jonathan Russell. Now we're off. Bit of a false start, but we're finally back underway. Welcome to Squid Games. Cool Blow as well. Thanks for joining us. Couple of, I think, Plymouth fan there. Whether Squid Games is a Plymouth fan or whether he just thinks Plymouth will win, I don't know. Latest update on the poll, by the way, you have till the 75th minute. We're changing it to 75th minute for the poll now. 40 votes at the moment, thanks for getting involved. Not a very... bit of a quieter stream than normal, but still not bad. I've had worse. So, obviously there's a lot of football on tonight as well, so that doesn't exactly favour me. No subs made at half-time by Plymouth. 40 votes on the poll, 75% of you have gone for Plymouth to win. That is 3 quarters, so that is 30 votes. 10% of you have gone for a draw, so that's 4 votes. 15% of you have gone for Mansfield to win, that is 6 votes. If there's one thing I'm good at, it is percentages. In fact, I would say I'm 100% sure about that. So, clumsy foul there. Edwards is he's got to be careful. If he's not careful, he'll get a second yellow. I'm a Plymouth fan, fair enough. So yeah, 75%, 30 votes, 10% 4 votes, 15% 6 votes. So 30 votes for Plymouth, 6 votes for Mansfield. I'm a Coventry fan, hoping for Plymouth to win. Well, I was quite glad, Kaz, when you lost yesterday. Having said that, we've got Norwich next. So if they're beating you, it's not gonna. They're not on a bad run of form actually, Norwich at the moment. So they're gonna cause problems for us on Saturday. Corner for Mansfield. Start the second half. Free kick came in, wasn't dealt with, and a shot was blocked out for a corner. What was I going to say? Huddersfield have the lead in the game, down to 10 men. But Ryan Ledson gives them the lead against Luton. Luton are doing absolutely shit this season. I can't believe people thought Luton were going to get promoted this season. I'm not going to lie, they're going to finish mid-table. Getting Stockport County, a third in the league. Yep, because the results are going our way at the minute. Resort of a shot, claiming for handball. Referee doesn't give a... Referee saying no, and he just gives a corner. Oh, no, sorry, beg your pardon. It wasn't Resort, actually. Oh, Resort back heels it, and then... Is that, who was it? Russell? Jonathan Russell it was. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here, dude. Any Mansfield supporters, get out. Oh, well, you got Retford United FC in the chat, who is Mansfield. From Mansfield. We'll have a couple of League One fans in here, probably. Wolves reversed at the start of the second half. Oh,
towards the edge of the 6-yard box and was defended successfully.
Right.
Mansfield have been sent out in the second half to do much more. They've shown more
In the meantime,
in the second half.
free kick given to Plymouth, but sort of Wolves reversed really. Plymouth dominated the first half. And second half, Plymouth have not got going in the second half.
Fear, I'm sure, as he headed back to his seat in the stand. It would be a different Mansfield that his side was up against in the second half.
But I assume Coolbo's obviously a...
Challenge from Joe Edwards.
He's obviously a Plymouth fan.
Left its impact on the Mansfield man.
I did tell you, didn't I, Scott, in the chat?
Suggest that maybe, yeah, he's going
I did tell you,
to change his
Burton will not beat Bolton. It's 1-0 to Bolton, and it's Sam Dalby. And by the looks of it, Bolton have had the better of the game.
significant loss. Provides physical
Well, to be fair, both teams are level on points. So, like, neither team is. Another sub for Huddersfield. Sorry. Another sub for Mansfield. Oh, Aikens has injured himself. Substitution for Mansfield, leaving the field is number 7, Lucas Aikens.
seat in the dugout.
Coming on is number 19, Victor Adebayo. 5 in a row. Yes, well, I'm pretty sure that's what Plymouth won as well, mate. Isn't that what Plymouth won as... Well, actually, Plymouth won 4 in a row, actually. 6 games unbeaten. And Joe also 6 games unbeaten. Actually, 5 in a row, then you drew. You won 5 in a row, then drew. Plymouth drew 2, and then have won 4 on the bounce. If they win tonight, it'll be 5 in a row. You can win 5 on the bounce and then lose the next 5. That does happen in this league. I'll tell you something, by the way. You've got Wickham at home next. They were literally on just above you. You've got Exeter as well. So you've got 2 teams that are just above you. Then you got Peterborough at home, which you should definitely win because they're dreadful. Actually, no, sorry, no, Peterborough have climbed up the table as well that time. So you got 3 teams that are both. You got 3 teams coming up who are all in and around the same sort of places as you. So tough games. I mean, you should beat Peterborough realistically, but they're not easy games by any stretch of the imagination. 1-1 at the moment. Second half's been a bit cack so far. I mean, the first half was pants in the first 15 minutes. Exeter pulling results in a minute. Yeah. Seems to be when Plymouth are winning, they're bloody winning. going to be interesting.
Corner kick here, the first attacking moments that Plymouth have enjoyed in this second period. As the circle pushed it behind.
Yeah, Stevenage are against Peterborough, aren't they? 0-0 there. Yeah, Stevenage are dominating, but I just can't bloody, just can't seem to bloody win. Crew have equalised at Bromley in League 2. Woof! Corner came in.
Touch on the far post would take it in. Nobody could apply that touch.
Oi.
Actually was nowhere near it, was he?
The corner comes in for Plymouth, and I think Liam Roberts just gets a touch on it, and it's... Well, I thought he did get a touch on it as it was coming over, but the referees decided he didn't, and a goal kick was given. It's interesting. Mansfield come forward. That's a foul. Okay, not given. I'm not gonna lie, second half Mansfield have had 3 shots and Plymouth have not had a shot yet, so Mansfield dominating. Mansfield having a bit with the second half. Though Plymouth coming forward and they've won another corner. Peppel, by the way, has had an excellent game. Still happy Stockport winning. So, 3 subs made by Mansfield, no subs made yet by Plymouth. Pushing in the penalty area, corner comes in. A header hits the crossbar, but then the referee's given a free kick to Mansfield for pushing. What's it? Was he given... Hang on, is he given that as a foul on the keeper? Oh, he's given a foul on the goalkeeper, hasn't he? Yeah, he's given it for he's given it as a foul on the foul on the goalkeeper, which I can see why. He does. I mean, but to be fair, like, I think it's soft. Not gonna lie. Just seen video about it. Okay. That's a dreadful ball. How the hell have Plymouth not come away with that there? 11 minutes in to the second half. Keeping an eye on all the scores. Should any goals go in, I will let you know, of course. Crew equaliser Bromley. Bromley top of the league. And Crew get an equaliser there. It was only about half to 3/4 full, that Mayflower stand. It's not exactly full. Mansfield just edging the possession stats at 152%. But Plymouth trying to create opportunities. They created plenty in the first half. That's a foul, surely. Does the ref give advantage? Now he's letting the game flow there. Oh dear. God. Rotherham have equalised against Northampton. Oi! A cross in. It was flicked towards goal, but wide in the end from Brendan Reardon. Harry Gray with the equaliser. 17-year-old with the equaliser for Rotherham against Northampton. Yeah, Brendan Rividu already got an assist to his name in this game. Was trying to, I think, heel flick it towards goal. Flicked it wide. Argyle missing tonight. Yeah, he didn't pass. He failed a late fitness test, apparently. Apparently he failed a late fitness test, along with Conor Hazard. Hence, Conor Hazard is not in the team today as well. Liam Roberts with the ball. From a youth player of Middlesbrough. No, he's not young now. He's bloody ancient now. He's getting on a bit. How old's Liam now? 31, yeah. I've seen he's getting on a bit. Originally at Walsall, and then yeah, he played for Borough on the odd occasion. He was sort of, he wasn't a youth keeper, so he was a backup goalkeeper for Borough ages ago. And a foul, free kick to Mansfield, and it's Sorinola. Ooh, it's yeah. Touch takes the ball away from him. Yeah, it's a late challenge. It's not a great challenge. Very late. Matthew Sorinola, the second player to get booked tonight for Plymouth Argyle. That's 2 yellow cards in the game, both of them for Plymouth. Almost an hour into the game. I mean, there's been the occasional opportunity in the second half for both teams, but nothing really to shout about. I mean, the odd chance for Plymouth, the odd chance for Mansfield, but there's just been nothing really in this game. Hussein Osuna is obviously wanting Plymouth to win. 3-0 Offenheim against Werder Bremen. That is not a surprise. Bye! A shot from outside the box almost goes out. Well, I think it pretty much went to the corner flag. Oh dear. Where does it actually go? It does pretty much go to the corner flag. That is an appalling shot. I don't know who it was that actually hit the shot, but I don't think anyone wants to know, because it is a dreadful shot. That's the way, I like it, That's the way, I like it, Such a good song from the 1980s, that is, by the way. I can't remember who sung it. You tit. Who sung? Who was it? Casey in the Sun. Yeah, of course it was Casey in the Sunshine Band. Yeah, should have known that. What's the game been like? Both teams have had opportunities, but neither team's been particularly brilliant. There's going to be a sub for Plymouth now. Substitution for Argyle leaving the field. Number 29, Matthew Sorinola. Replacing him is number 10, Xavier Amici. Amici is on the field, sorry.
Right side gets his first touch, goes to ground, wins a free kick.
And the ref's given a free kick to Plymouth, and massive cheese in the stadium because Plymouth have actually been given a free kick. Yeah, that is a foul by Resorts, to be fair, and he's complained about it, but it is a foul. You can't really complain too much about it. Oh, hello. Luke Ashby-Hammond's going to take this free kick right near the halfway line. Looks like they're wanting a long ball forward. Oh, it's not a bad ball, to be fair. Got a lot of power on that. It's headed away. That's another foul. That's a free kick. This time a foul on Warren Curtis. Foul on Warren Curtis this time. Let's have a look. Warren Curtis wins that. And yeah, that's... What's he doing? What is he doing? Victor Adebayojo with the foul. So another free kick then for Plymouth, and this is quite far. Could feel it coming. Plymouth is not a shithole, by the way. I've been to Plymouth before and it's quite nice. Oh, free kick! Drilled towards goal from what must have been about 30 yards out. Ball was tapped on by the substitute Amici. Curtis with the shot. Brilliant shot. And well saved in the end by Liam Roberts. And that will be a corner. In swinging corner. And it's headed away by a Mansfield head. That'll be a throw-in at the far side for Plymouth Argyle. Will either team get themselves into the lead? Will it end as a draw? Well, we'll find out. 61 votes at the moment. We'll keep you up to date with that. Goalie Cardeed. Goal for Cardiff, and it's 3-0 to them. And the third goal for Cardiff scored by Kellyman. Omari Kellyman. All I'll say is, Hwyl foul. Bye-bye to Barnsley, and thanks very much for coming. Notts County 2, Swindon 1. Notts County lead through Dennis. That's the first time they've led in the game. When the Samba Wave starts to play. It's such a good... That is such a nice song, by the way. When the Samba... Doncaster 3, Leyton Orient 0. Bye! And it's him again. It's him again. It's Owen Bailey again. That's goal number 10 for the season. Luke Molyneux got his 5th goal today from the penalty spot. That was his first goal, actually, since the 29th of December against Stockport. When the samba rhythm starts to play, make me sway. No, dance with me, make me sway. I can't remember. I can't remember the next line. Sorry. Not the chant. I mean the original song. Such a good song, but I just can't remember the bloody lyrics. I'm guessing the guy in the chat does not like Mansfield. Anyway, Plymouth look like scoring. Well, they've had some opportunities in the second half. Only really one shot on target in the second half, though. Mansfield have had opportunities, sort of the start of the second half, but no shots on target. Pretty wasteful. Not been a great second half, really. I'm not sure if either team's going to score or whether it's going to end up being a draw. I did say draw. I said 2-2, but I was debating whether going for 1-1 or 2-2. I thought we'll go for some goals and we'll go 2-2. I did have a feeling it might be 1-1. Hopefully goals in second half, though. Oh, dear. Long ball, and it's too high for Resorts, and it's out of play. He's saying he couldn't get a hold of the ball, and neither could a bloody ball boy. He's grabbing it, then losing the ball. Plymouth with the ball, then back to Luke Ashby-Hammond, replacing Connor Hazard tonight. Another goal in the 7:30 kick-off between Newport and Accrington, and Madden has made it 3-1 to Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley surely going back home with 3 points from South Wales tonight. Unlike Barnsley, who are going to be going back from South Wales tonight with absolutely nought. And an absolute battering, it looks like. What's the lineup for Argyle? Ashby, Hammond, Edwards, Ross, Mitchell, Galloway, Curtis, Borton, Riverdew, Sorinola, who came off, Watts and Peppel. Sorinola got brought off. He got brought off a couple of minutes ago, and he was replaced with Xavier Amici. Oh! Mansfield with a shot inside the penalty area. I think he was wanting to smash it in the near post. Hendry's shot ends up smashing the side netting instead. Thank you. Comedy Hatters. I'll just let you know that Burton, I mean, fair play if they do turn this around, but I'd be very surprised. Burton have equalised at Bolton. Goal scored in the 69th minute by Jack Armour. Bromley, yeah, fairs, I mean, but I'd be surprised if they turned it around. Bromley have retaken the lead, and it's the substitute, Ben Thompson, who's literally only been on the pitch for 5 minutes, and he's got Bromley back in the lead. 2-1 there against Crewe. We're in the 69th minute, so you've got about 5 minutes left on the poll before we close it. Poll or poll, whatever you called it. Yeah. Not long left on the poll, so if you haven't got involved in the poll, then please do. Thanks to those that have tuned in tonight. Not a bad turnout, to be fair, for League One. Not a bad turnout. I've had much worse than that. What's your views on Morgan Whittaker? Well, he struggled. I thought he struggled first couple of months. First couple of months he struggled. He was struggling to really have an impact. And then this season he's just been a lot better. He got himself a goal, I think against Ipswich, I think it was. Gave him a good boost of confidence. Then he went on to score, I think, in the next 4 or 5 matches. And then he did have the odd. He did have a dry patch. That was mainly when we fell apart at Christmas time. But he's back in the goals now, so he'll be happy with that. And he's having a positive impact now. So yeah, I think he's. It took him a while. It took a while for us to actually see good things from him, but I think he's finally getting somewhere, so that's good. Well, I like Morgan Whittaker. I think he's a decent player. Goalie Cardeed, 4-0 to Cardiff, and it is Chris Willock with a second goal of the evening, actually. I said the afternoon, but second goal of the evening. 2-0 to Wickham, 72nd minute. Corey Woodrow with the goal. What did you think about Ryan Hardy leaving? I was sad. I mean, I'm not a Plymouth fan, but I'm not going to lie. Getting rid of Ryan Hardy, I thought was not going to be a particularly great decision. But then brought in Laurent Talai, and credit where credit's due, he's done well. Substitution for Argyle leaving the field is number 17, Caleb Watts. Ugh. And his replacement is number 18, Owen Oseni. Mackles. Why? What the?
Amazing goal for Burton at Bolton.
Yeah, just saying about Armour's goal for Burton there, 1-1. Mansfield are about to make a sub themselves in a minute.
Cardiff, team at the top.
Yeah, I don't understand Portuguese.
Reds on course for a swift return to the championship.
Mansfield making a sub here? Yeah. Substitution for Mansfield Town. Leaving the field is number 24, Regan Hendry. Coming on the field to replace him is number 22, Nathan Mariah Welsh. Stop spamming in the live chat, thank you. I haven't got time for people spamming in the chat, thank you. Don't spam in the chat because it's the worst thing you could do. Certainly when I'm about.
Throw. And a second against Wigan. 2 goals in this game, and they've been shared with just over 15 minutes remaining. Clear indication which way the next one is going to go.
30 seconds left on the poll, by the way.
So,
Ryan Ledson's goal apparently was from the halfway line. Ugh, I bet the goalkeeper. I bet the goalie was miles off his goal line. I bet the goalie was miles off his goal line, by the way.
just the sort of opportunity they want to try and get the ball into that Mansfield penalty area. That's what he's been brought on to do.
Free kick for Plymouth, right hand side.
Crowd scenes
I think it's a
all
mate.
evening from
Amici and Warren Curtis along over this
sure it's going to be nothing different.
over this set piece. Have you watched Spurs? Because I also like them.
Two options.
They've been cack, mate. Spurs have been dreadful this season.
Curtis it will be.
In the box from Warren Curtis, headed away. It's going to be back forward by Malachi Borton. And straight into the gloves of the keeper. And Liam Roberts thumps it down the field straight away to Rhys Sorts.
Down the left.
Against Joe Edwards, who has to be careful, he's on the yellow card.
For Russell Jason. Requires that
And a good challenge,
intervention
good intervention, I beg your pardon, from Ross.
to make sure
And it is a throw into Mansfield. I'm not the only one who gets Mansfield and Macclesfield mixed up.
it's going to be the long throw take.
I've just said the wrong name. It's just...
Short.
Why?
Off the boot of maybe this one.
I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. I'm at the gym tomorrow. Ugh.
Came in to try and collect, and it's shot curve
Ball in, and it goes straight to the keeper.
for the goalkeeper.
Wonder how loud that sneeze was.
What Plymouth required.
I'll tell you something, if I made the wax go out of your ears, then thank me later, because at least you won't have any wax build up in your lugs after that. Oh, yeah, I thought he was going to hit that on the volley for a minute. Hey, then decided no, I won't. I'm going to close the poll in a second. Cross in for Plymouth and cleared away. That was out. He's just kicked the ball away, you know.
successfully. Edwards with a loose
I
ball, but
didn't think it was going to be too long before Stevenage got a goal. Stevenage 1, Peterborough 0. Stevenage up to 7th then, as it stands. Wickham up to 8th. Climbing up 4 places to 8th at the moment tonight. 4-1 to Accrington, 93rd minute. And it is Isaac Heath, the 21-year-old, securing the 3 points against 10-man Newport. Nathan Opoku got a second yellow card in the 69th minute, got given his marching orders. So a brilliant result for Accrington, and a bad night again for Newport, who remain in the bottom 3. In the bottom 2, beg your pardon, actually. The poll is now closed in the large shots, so thank you very much everyone for getting involved. These are the results. 75 votes in total, and a total of 77% for Plymouth to win, 15% for draw, and 8% for... 15% for Mansfield, 8% draw. Let's check that's actually correct. Yeah, 90-100%, yeah. If I do the maths... so 15% that went from Mansfield. That is 7. About that sounds like Liam shouting, "Get up!" That's about. Well, 10% is 7.5. A draw was 8%, so about... Whoa! Shot straight to the keeper from Amici. So 8% went for a draw. So about 1.5. So it's about 6 thoughts. If I'm correct, 6 thoughts for a draw. 75, 1.5, 2.75, 1.5, 2.25, 3.75, so about 4. So 7.5. It's about 11 votes. About 11 votes for Mansfield win, I want to say, and for Plymouth about. Plymouth's about. Well, hang on, it was about 11, 6, 17. So about 58 votes for Plymouth then, if I've worked it out correctly. Oh, sorry, Mansfield have made us up. Oh, so apparently Darlow scored and then got disallowed. And Worksop have equalised. Also, Scarborough are now 4-0 up at Radcliffe. Substitution made by Mansfield, leaving the field number 18, Rhys Oates. And his replacement is number 2, Kyle Noyle. The referee's not booked any Mansfield players, yet they've given away some clumsy free kicks. Looks like it's going to be a draw, I think. I think it's going to end up being a draw, this. I think in the second half, though, I mean... Plymouth have had the better opportunities. Mansfield have had opportunities, wasted them. I don't think either team's been amazing with the opportunities. Liam Roberts has pulled off like some important saves in the match, but I mean, really, Plymouth really should have been 2 or 3 up in the first half. Harrogate have equalised against Fleetwood. Wow, Harrogate are doing crap this season as well, and Fleetwood are not doing much better themselves at the minute. Harrogate at bottom of the league, so the bottom side equalise against Fleetwood through Aidan Marsh. the 22-year-old scoring his first goal of the season. Not long ago signed from Truro City. Made his debut against Gillingham off the bench. Yeah, made his debut off the bench in a 3-0 defeat at Gillingham. And he's got his first goal for Harrogate tonight in his home debut. Rotherham lead Northampton by 2-1. A goal in the 84th minute by Emmanuel Adegboyega. Who's your favourite Argyle player? Well, I'm not an Argyle fan, mate. But if I had to pick one, probably Joe Edwards. I won't be a moment.
Edwards. His path is intercepted, and now the counter-attack is on. Perhaps here, there's a run through the middle. Ball played out wide, and then back into Adebayojo in the penalty area. Chance for him to shoot, curls it in. Looks to the heavens, but made it a little bit too easy for the goalkeeper there. It was a good breakaway, and the chance was fashioned between Adebayojo and Mariah Welsh.
Sorry about that. Oh, bollocks, right. What's happening? I hear cheering. No, I think it was Mansfield wasting an opportunity. I think that's what it was. But there's been no goal. You would know if there was a goal. Mansfield with a cross here. Oh! Tipped on by Ashby Ahmed and then thumped away by Joe Edwards. And oh! That's a foul. He just pushed him over. That's surely he's got to book him this. He's got to book him this time, surely. Yeah, quite rightly, yeah. Just boom, get down. It's always going to be a yellow card. It's a yellow card for Adedeji Oshilaja. A yellow card for the Mansfield centre-back. Have I missed any other goals? Lincoln 3, Bradford City 0. And it's House with the goal. You'd have put your house on that. And Accrington have beaten Newport by 4-1. If you don't like that pun, drop us a like. And if you did like the pun, drop us a like. If you didn't want to hear that joke, hard cheese. So yeah, Lincoln 3-0 up. Big win that is for Lincoln. Still keeping in touch with Cardiff, who are also winning. Radcliffe have a goal back against Scarborough. Sorry, you said... Werder Bremen 5. You told me that Hoffenheim are 3-0 up. And actually, mate, it ended 2-0. It ended 2-0 to Hoffenheim, actually. Kramaric getting an assist. Alexander Prass. Grisha Promel doesn't pop... Well, he's popped up with a few goals this season. Alexander Prass, I think that's his first goal for Hoffenheim, yeah. Valberger got sent off. Whoops. Right. That's funny, isn't it? Leipzig only managed to draw at St. Pauli. Wow. Ich bin überrascht. I'm surprised by that. Diamande scored. Good. I'd have been sober. Martin Kars with a penalty in the 93rd minute. Oh dear. That is a real shame, isn't it? How sad. Now, moving on. We are 2 minutes around 2 minutes away from added time. Is anyone going to get a winner, or is it going to end, as I thought, a draw? I did go for 2-2, but I knew I should have gone for 1-1. I knew there wouldn't be much to separate these two sides. I mean, Plymouth have had more shots on target. Mansfield haven't hit the target once in this second half. Certainly had a much better second half, though. The first half, it took them 35 minutes to have a shot. Yet they equalised against the one to play. So, will either team nick it late on, or is it going to end all square? We'll find out as we go into added time in just under, in the round. Free kick to Plymouth. We'll go into added time in 90 seconds time. Hasn't been too much to really say about this game. It's not been the greatest of matches. It's not been an easy game for either side, really. Plymouth, I think Plymouth have probably had... Going to be honest, I think Plymouth have probably had the better of the match, really. They should have been miles ahead in the first half. Should have been about 3 up in the first half. Conceded, or really was a poor goal for them to concede. It was a good cross into the penalty area, and it was just touched on, and it went into the back of the net off Ryan Sweeney's foot. A good goal for Mansfield, but yeah, Tom Cleverley won't have been particularly happy about that goal, because it was a poor goal to concede. Free kick in the box for Plymouth, not dealt with at all. Is that a foul in the penalty area? No, referee doesn't give anything. Reading have taken the lead against Exeter through O'Connor. Oh, that was is that an own? Is it going to be an own goal? Oh, he stopped it from going into Edwards. Oh my God, what an absolute howler at the back there. The keeper, Luke Ashby-Hammond, tries to clear it. It smashes off his own player and almost bounces into his own net. Watchdale have taken the lead against Southend late on in the game. Massive goal that. And here comes Iwo for Mansfield. Shot blocked. Good challenge there. And we're going into added time. The official has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes added time. 3 minutes of additional time. Reading 2-1 O'Connor. Watchdale have scored late on against Southend. Massive goal. That's Watchdale heading top of the league. That's Watchdale heading top of the National League ahead of York, with 2 games in hand as well, because of the loads of games postponed due to the pitch. And that is a cynical, clumsy foul from Blake Tracy, who gets a deserved yellow card. What's happening? Please say this isn't Argyle losing. No, so the clearance from... The clearance earlier on, the clearance from Luke Ashby-Hammond cannoned off his own player, and it was bouncing in. It looked like it was bouncing into the net, but Joe Edwards managed to stop it going in. Penalty for Cambridge United, scored in the 91st minute by Knight, and it's going to be a good night for Cambridge, and a bad defeat for Shrewsbury. We're going into the final 90 seconds. Plymouth River throw-in on the far side. Can either team get a winner? I'm not going to lie, given the second half, if Plymouth do win this, it's probably no more than they deserve. But at the same time, I sort of don't know, like, if any team deserved to win it, I would say probably Plymouth would be the team that deserved to win it. But I don't know what to make. I think would you say draw is probably a fair result? Neither team's been good enough for the final third. Oh, there's a shot. It's fired straight to the keeper. Sam Dalby has scored in the last minute for Bolton. Bolton 2, Burton 1. And Salford 0, Chesterfield 1 in the 93rd minute. An own goal. Oh dear. Well, I think this is going to end level now. I think that was probably the last chance of the game. But yeah, I don't think Plymouth have probably... If anyone deserves to win, it's probably Plymouth. But do I say a draw's a fair result? Possibly. I don't think either team's been good enough. I don't think neither team's been particularly brilliant in the second half. I don't think either team's been amazing in the second half to probably deserve the result. But Virtue has scored a last-minute winner for Fleetwood. But I wouldn't say draws. People might look at it differently, but I don't think a point would be a bad result for either side. It keeps them mid-table, and it keeps both teams unbeaten ones going. Dimitriou has got an equaliser for Crewe in the 94th minute. In the box, headed into the air. It's going to go into the gloves of Liam Roberts, and that should be that. Not is that. Not is that. Well, I thought it was going to be a draw in the end, and it is. The full-time score at Home Park, it is Plymouth Argyle 1, Mansfield Town 1. Yeah, it is pretty much the result that I did expect. I did think it was going to be a draw. I mean, these are two sides that were both level on points. It was always going to be difficult to... It was going to be difficult to decide who wins the game. I thought it was going to be a tough old ask. Plymouth in the first half really should have been about 3-0 up, I'm not going to lie. But then, one lapse of concentration, a cross comes in and they found themselves pegged back at 1-1 against the one to play. The second half, Mansfield had opportunities, were wasteful. Plymouth had opportunities. Most of them were either wasted or straight at the goalkeeper. Liam Roberts forced into occasional saves. But I think if any team deserved to win that game, from my honest opinion, if any team deserved to win, it would probably been Plymouth, mainly because of the first half. But I think in the second half, I think a draw in the second half was probably fair. People will disagree, but I think a draw is fair, to be fair. Neither team was amazing second half. If anyone deserved a win, I would have to say Plymouth, because of the first half. Probably get a message from Liam's to it saying, "No, it's not a fair result at all. We should be winning that." That's the way he'll come in with something like that. Oh, Harvey had a bet on and Plymouth let him down for £1,000. Oh, well, those Plymouth fans not exactly looking too chuffed, not exactly looking over the moon by that result. But I suppose for both teams, a point better than nothing. It keeps their unbeaten runs going, I suppose. And I don't think either team in the second half really did enough to win it. I think Plymouth in the first half should have been out of sight. Realistically, if anyone should have won, it'd be Plymouth. But I think a draw, certainly in the second half, a draw was probably a fair result in that second half. Now, time for a look through all the scores coming in League One. Latest score at the moment: Blackpool 0, Stockport 2, Bolton Wanderers 2, Burton 1, Huddersfield 1, Luton 0, Stevenage 1, Peterborough 0, Doncaster 3, Leyton Orient 0 in the 8 o'clock kickoff, and also in the 8 o'clock kickoff as well is Reading 2, Exeter 1. Those two are latest scores. In fact, I'm going to turn on to Doncaster and see how they're getting on, because I know Doncaster are winning the game quite comfortably, actually. 3-0 at the moment. Full-time scores to tell you at the moment. Full-time score now, Bolton have just won. Bolton 2, Burton 1 is now a full-time score. Cardiff 4, Barnsley 0, Huddersfield 1, Luton 0 is now full-time. Lincoln 3, Bradford 0, Plymouth 1, Mansfield 1, Rotherham 2, Northampton 1, and Wigan 2, Wigan 0 are all full-time scores. Obviously, some games still playing. I'll let you know when those games go to full-time. Stevenage have just beaten Peterborough, as I say, by 1-0. And some scores coming in League 2. Let's have a look at League 2 while we wait for the full-time scores from Blackpool, and obviously, well, we just need the full-time score from Blackpool to finish off the quarter to 8, and then I think we'll stay on for a couple of minutes till we get the full-time scores from Reading, Exeter, and Doncaster later on. But if you support Plymouth or Mansfield, or if you were watching that game as a neutral, you can let us know your thought in the live chat. Plymouth and Mansfield fans happy with a point? I'd say it's not a bad point. Both sides remain unbeaten. So 7 games unbeaten for both teams. It does mean it's 2 draws on the bounce for Mansfield. But against a team that had won 4 on the bounce, I don't think that's a bad result. And for Plymouth fans, yeah, it ends there 1 of 4 wins on the bounce. But at least it's another point on the board. Both teams still remain mid-table. Huddersfield winning, the gap is now, they're both 8 points off the playoff. So they are still, they're still in touch of it. Both remain 7 points ahead of the relegation zone, so there's not that much separating, but both on the same points, both pretty much in the same positions, both sort of mid-table. I don't think either fan base is going to be annoyed about the result. I'm not going to lie, I think the referee had a bit of a poor game. There was some fouls that he should have given yellow cards for that he didn't, and then some that, 1 or 2 of them that weren't yellow cards, he gave yellows for. But Plymouth should have won it in the first. They should have been out of sight in the first half. I'm very surprised that they weren't. But keeps both teams unbeaten. There's 7 games unbeaten for Mansfield and for Plymouth. Games, obviously, both of these teams are playing again on the weekend. So best of luck, of course, to both teams for the weekend. I will be meeting the Plymouth lads at some point. I think I might, if I'm available, I might be doing Bradford away with them, because I do like Bradford's ground. I do want to do Bradford as a neutral game as well, not just with the Plymouth boys. They are both playing on Saturday, aren't they? Plymouth away to Stockport. That's hard. That is not easy. So good luck to them there, because that is going to be a tough old match. Whether they can keep their unbeaten one going there, I don't know. It's a tough game at Stockport. It should be a good one though. And Mansfield are at home to Wickham on Saturday, and they're only 2 points ahead of Mansfield. So there again, that could be an interesting game. So some big games coming up for both of those teams. So obviously best of luck to both of them. And there has been a goal to tell you about at Blackpool. It's been the 3rd goal at Blackpool, and the full-time whistle has gone. Josh Bowler got a goal back for Blackpool, but it was too little too late. The full-time score has gone. Full-time whistle has gone, so in the final score, Blackpool 1, Stockport 2. And that wraps up all the 1945 kickoffs in... We're going to lose. Yeah, I think you might struggle there. That wraps up all the 1945 kickoffs in League One. 3-0 still to Doncaster against Leyton Orient, and it's still 2-1 to Reading against Exeter in the 8 o'clock kickoffs. Just waiting for 3 games to finish in League 2 before I give you the run through of all the League 2 scores. Hang on. Actually, we have a goal. And this is a match-winning goal. I'm just waiting for it to confirm, actually. It is a match-winning goal for Barnet. It's Barnet 1, Tranmere Rovers 0 in the 97th minute. Or 96th minute, I beg your pardon. Mark Shelton, with his 6th goal of the season, has won it late on for Barnet. What a result that'll be for Barnet. So we'll just wait for the full-time score there. Right, that score's coming now. Just wait for full-time at Barnet and full-time at Colchester, which is 11 minutes added time for some silly reason. So once those two results are done, once those two results come in, we'll give you one through them all from League 2. Full-time score in the National League: Rochdale 2, Southend United 1. A massive win for Rochdale. A goal in the 90th minute from Harvey Gilmore, on his third goal season, has sent Rochdale top of the National League with 2 games in hand on York, who are now below them, and also a game in hand on Bournemouth and Scunthorpe. So Rochdale have 2 games in hand on the teams around them, and they are now top on 64 points. What a result that is for Rochdale. Results in the National League North tonight. Reminder, quite a few games were postponed, but there was a few games that did take place. Bedford 0, Kidderminster 0, Marine 2, Chester 1, Merthyr 1, Telford 4, Peterborough Sport 4, Macclesfield 3. They turned it around in the second half then. And yeah, Radcliffe 1, Scarborough 4. Bye. And also Worksop 1, Darlington 1. Is Wrexham playing? No, there's no championship until Saturday. Oh, well, till Friday, actually. The next championship game is on Friday. And it is... Although that could actually be a big game. That could be a very big game. So both 1 point below. Yeah, they're 1 point separating them. And both looking to go in the playoffs. That's a big game. Bristol City against Derby on Friday night football. And then obviously most of the championships on Saturday. Wrexham are playing on Saturday, away to Sheffield Wednesday. Spurs are playing on Sunday. Lord dang. Oh dear. Spurs are playing on Sunday at home to Manchester City. Say your prayers. Yeah, bye to that. So, have we got the full-time scores? Yes, all the League 2 games are now finished, so I can give you one through the League 2 scores. Full-time in the early kick-off. Newport 1, Accrington 4. Barnet 1, Tranmere 0. Bromley 2, Crewe 2. Cambridge 1, Shrewsbury 0. Colchester 0, Grimsby 1. Harrogate 1, Fleetwood 2. MK Dons 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Notts County 2, Swindon 1. Salford 0, Chesterfield 1. Walsall 0, Crawley 0. Good away point for Crawley, that. That's a decent away point for Crawley. Disappointing result for Walsall, that. Yeah. I'd already told National League North. For anyone who wants to know, there was a few games. There was about 3 games taking place today in the National League South due to loads of postponements. Dagenham and Redbridge beat Eastbourne by 2-0. Hampton and Richmond beat Worthing, and Maidstone beat Ebbsfleet 3-0. Speaking of South teams, did Truro? Oh, nice! Truro beat Braintree by. Truro drew 1-0 with Braintree and then won 3-0 on penalties. Oh, Jack will be happy because that is Truro into the National League Cup semi-finals with Boreham Wood, who won 5-2, West Ham's under-21s, who won 2-1 at Boston, and Tamworth. Truro into a cup semi-final. I'll have to let Jack know that. Truro beat Braintree on penalties to go to the National League Cup semi-finals. Their opponents are going to be either West Ham under-21s, Boreham Wood, or Tamworth. Yeah, fair play, true. What match are you doing next? Because I might be able to watch it. I have no idea, mate. To be honest with you, mate, at the moment, with I'm like, sometimes I'm busy and sometimes I'm not. Like, I make a lot of last minute decisions. Today's game, by the way, was tonight's. I mean, I was gonna do a stream, I just couldn't decide which game to do. I decided to do this game last minute, mainly because they were both on the same point, and I thought it'd be an interesting game. It wasn't an outstanding game. It wasn't a bad game though, but it wasn't outstanding, you know. So yeah, that's all of League 2, National League. 4 minutes added time in the game between Doncaster and Leyton Orient. Oh, hello. Exeter have just equalised. Luca Woodhouse has equalised for Exeter with his first goal of the season in the 93rd minute. So that'll be a brilliant point away at Reading if they can get that. But there's 11 minutes added time. So that means Exeter go back above Plymouth, but on the same points, and Exeter have a game in hand on Plymouth. So yeah, Exeter level 2-2. The lads are late. That Exeter level 93rd minute. This is where Liam will put jammy bastards. Just waiting for the full-time squad to come in. Yes, well, I'm not going to... Well, I can't say that the referee had a particularly great game. Will Finney wasn't particularly brilliant. I can delete these screens off here. I don't need them now. And I don't need that. Get rid of that. I don't know when the next stream's going to be, actually, because we've got the darts this week. Because we're back on Double Trouble Darts this week with the Masters Darts, which is from Thursday night to Sunday night. So I don't really know what I'm going to do. Because I'll definitely be doing the darts on Thursday night, probably Friday night. I might be live tomorrow. I might go live tomorrow for the Champions League, but I'm not really 100% sure. It does sounds like I might be coming down with a goal, but hopefully not. And a full-time whistle. What a result that is. Doncaster Rovers 3, Leyton Orient 0, full-time score. Yeah, all the Champions League games are on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, so that's going to be it's going to be a hectic night of Champions League action. That. So I might be, I don't know, I might be live tomorrow, I might not be, but don't be surprised if I'm not. Thursday night Europa League. See, I would have done Europa League, but I'll be doing the darts. Not like there's any games that really stand out. Porto Rangers will get shot on. Yeah, there's no games that really stand out for me, to be fair. So, yeah, probably won't be live Thursday, won't be live Friday night, obviously, with the darts as well. Saturday, in regards to Saturday, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Saturday's 31st. I might see what games are on. I might do a vlog. I might see which games are on, and I might go to a game. Yeah, Bowes obviously talking to Norwich, so we won't be going to that. I did want to do Bradford Doncaster, but they were being arseholes with this whole members only shit. So I did want to do that, but wasn't going to be able to. I'm not doing Stockport Plymouth now. I don't really want to be doing much travelling, to be fair. I'm going to be travelling to Plymouth next week. I'm going to be going to Plymouth on the 8th to the 11th because my mates have a funeral down there, so I thought I'd go and show them some support while I show them a bit of support. That's going to take me, it's going to be a full day of journeying. So I don't really want to be travelling. as such, and I might potentially be I might be down. I'm thinking of going to South Shields on the 7th as well for the football, so I'll have to see what's on in the national. Oh, hang on, isn't there cup football on? I want to try and go to a ground that I haven't been to. Morpeth Guiseley. I know Morpeth's an interesting ground. Stockton's not far. A Mascot home this week. I think we're at Newcastle, aren't we? I could go. No, I'm not going to go. And no, I won't travel because I know we'll have the dart on the night. No, I'll find a game to stream potentially. I don't know. Oh, I might just scrap Saturday and look at Sunday. My United Fulham. Great. I forgot we were playing. You know what? I think I might do a stream tomorrow night. I might not. If not, then I think I'll be on the darts. I'll be probably focusing on the darts Thursday to Sunday. So probably won't be doing much this week, and then we might just focus on next week. I'll probably be watching United on Sunday. So you might see me tomorrow, you might not. Just depends. If not, then you'll probably see me at some point next week. But either way, full-time score coming in. It is obviously 3-0 to Doncaster. That is a full-time score. Just waiting on the full-time score from Reading. Reading 2x to 2. Is that actually on here? Let me go into Sky Sports. Let me go into Sky Sports Plus and go into the game. Yeah, so Reading 2-2 at the moment. That's not full time yet. Bloody hell, Tommy Smith's on Sky Sports Gillette Soccer. Blimey. I know he's retired now. He's gone on to punditry, hasn't he? Let's have a look here. Reading Exeter. Let's have a watch of the final minute or so. Oh my god, that pitch looks abysmal, by the way. That pitch looks awful. I won't lie. Yeah, that pitch looks boggy as. That's a dreadful pitch. Goodness me. Do you have any interest in rugby? No, not at all. Footy and darts for me. Hello. Exeter could be in. Clear it. That is the full-time whistle. There we go. Full-time whistle. And a point, an away point for Exeter. Good point there for Exeter. They take a point away from Berkshire. And that is all the scores in. That's that for tonight. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And nearly 900. That's decent, to be fair. I'm quite happy with that. Thanks for your support tonight. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back very soon. Have a good night. Bye.